yeah, it's not obstructing our view of the windshield, nothing of that nature. Pretty sturdy. It's not going to impact with anything. I'm happy with it. So I'm installing this Dogfox accessory bar for my Jeep that's going to run across here, and it matches in here. You don't have to modify anything at all here. And I thought, well, I'll do an instructional video on how to install it, and then at a later time I'll get the mounts and show how the mounts go in here. So I removed these two bolts, and now I have one of the brackets. I'm going to attach them here. So let me get them attached. And one quick note about these bolts is, you can see as common with YJs, my windshield frame is rusted. You just want to be easy doing this. You don't want to strip out. These Torx heads can strip out very easily. You can break bits doing it. So you want to just kind of be gentle turning it, you know, forceful but gentle, and not go crazy. But if they refuse to come, maybe try to spray some PB Blast or something like that on there, and then ease them out. Maybe even put a little heat. You might want to put like some kind of insulating blanket here and just put a little bit of heat on them to turn them out if they're stuck. So I just set them up here finger tight, and now I'm going to use my electric ratchet just to ease them. I'm not going to tighten it all the way because you want to leave some play here for both sides. You definitely want to leave a little bit of play to tune it, to fine tune how you want it mounted up so you don't have any issues. So put it on here, just ease it in there. That's going to hold it like we need it. I'll tell you what, I love Jeep doors because they swing all the way around like this, or you can just take them off to get to these bolts. So let's go ahead. Luckily with mine, I think somebody's been here before, but they just spin out easy. As you can see, I'm using pretty much, it's a 1/2 inch dual size ratchet. I think I bought it from O'Reilly a long time ago, but it's a longer handle ratchet so you can get a little more leverage. I use this for everything, doing my brakes and all that. But as you can see, these are coming pretty easy, but you just want to be easy on them when you're loosening them up. So once again, for the passenger side, just finger tight. Gonna ease it on, not all the way. So there we go. There's some adjustment. I noticed with this side though, it's pretty much going to be what it is. So that's really important to leave that side loose for this next bit that we're going to do, how we're going to put the actual bar up here. We're going to mount the actual bar up. One thing you definitely want to do is put your T-nut inserts in here before you mount it up. That way, if you're like me, I'm about to get a mount. I'm probably going to get some more, but I'm definitely mounting my phone. And then I'm planning on doing a tablet mount, maybe somewhere right here off of it, you know, to run off-road maps and things like that from Onyx and whatnot. I am an Onyx subscriber, and I live in North Georgia, so there's going to be a good bit of trails. So I love that that Dogfox came up with this idea that it uses like ram mounts and bulletproof mounts and all that. I think it's, as long as it's 1/4 thread, it'll fit in here. You can buy additional T-nuts to run all kind, and you have 2 channels here to mount things. And I've looked, like Ram does a CB mount, and it's kind of cool because these YJs are getting to be classics, and as you can see, my dash is in pretty good shape for what it is, and I just don't want to hack on it. Like, I don't want to hack on the Jeep overall. I kind of want to keep it retro themed. I mean, the look of it, the lift kit and everything I have is more or less, you know, old school or timeless looking, classic looking, and I kind of want to keep it that way and not hack and drill on the dash and it not look, you know, look clean. So let's get this bar put on here and see how it looks. One thing I will note is that these are 4mm Allen head bolts. So you definitely want to make sure you have that 4mm Allen head bolts. And I would go ahead and say, you know, test fit it, run it and whatnot. But whenever you get this thing the way you like it, and your thing's mounted up to it, and especially on here, It probably wouldn't hurt to hit it with a little blue Loctite to keep it in place. You know, being a Jeep, doing Jeep things, and you're going to be off-roading and whatnot, you definitely want to have something so these don't back out and you don't lose like any of your comm gear or your phone, you know, especially if the top's off and your phone just goes flying, sailing off into the sunset, you know. So you definitely, like, once you get everything dialed in the way you want, probably wouldn't hurt to buy a little bit of blue Loctite and put on these bolts, and especially your accessory bolts here, just to hold them into place so they don't come back out again. Also, don't forget to put your washer on here. One quick thing, this screw was kind of being a little stubborn, so what I did, I sprayed it with some WD-40. This is aluminum. You do not want to try to force it, so you want to just kind of back it out and work with it to get it to go. Aluminum can strip out very easy, and it's very tough to rethread, so just back it out and then go, because it's, you know, they make these to order. So there we go. See, it's tightening all the way up to where I need it to be. So we have our slack on here to fine tune it because we left our bolts loose. So all I'm doing now, but just keep that in mind. Don't do this with haste. You know, 30 minutes tops. 30 minutes tops to put it together, and just ease it through there with the bolts on there. That being aluminum, you don't want to strip it out. So now that I have these lined up here, I have a channel here and a channel here going there, and so I'm not going to Loctite it now because I don't have my accessory group, and I'm going to buy some more of their T-nuts to go on here to slide in and just kind of have them. Hopefully they won't rattle. It looks like they can, yeah, so you can slide them out easy. I may just pull these and put them in the dash so I don't lose them. Yeah, they go in pretty easy, so I'll probably just put them in a pack and put them in the dash here and have them. And that way, you know, different things I want to run, I'm not going to blue Loctite or anything on it yet. I'm just going to get it tightened up and run it and see how it does. So tightening our bolts, kind of checking to see where we need to be. I kind of don't want that to rub it, so I'm going to put the phone down and just apply a little pressure here to keep it off of my dash. So there we go. Use my finger just to kind of do like this and pull, so this is not going to be rubbing in my dash. So check it out here. And this side, it's weird. I'm going to loosen it up and do the same thing just to keep it off, you know, while it's running, moving, vibrating, not rubbing on the dash, not making any kind of weird noises. Granted, Jeeps do that, but weird, odd scrubbing noises drive me nuts. I think I know why they included this pad to put right here, because it's just not got any give, and I think they knew that. So I'm going to put it right here where it contacts, just to keep it off of the dash and rubbing and squealing. So that's pretty smart on their end at DogFox. So put our little bumper pad on here, that way it won't rub, squeal, make all kind of noise, drive you crazy going down the highway. So we got it on there. Shouldn't make any noise, the pad right there. If it does, I know where it'll come from. We'll buy more pads and put on there and keep it from doing it. So now the biggest thing, we just want to apply a little torque to our top rail to keep it in place. Nothing crazy, we're just going to put it on here, do maybe an 1/8 to a 1/4 turn, boom, and we're in. So let's see how it looks. So yeah, it's not obstructing our view of the windshield, nothing of that nature. Pretty sturdy, it's not going to impact with anything. I'm happy with it. So you have a gap underneath. You can definitely paint it. I think they offer them painted black and whatnot now. I don't mind the aluminum look. The thing about black is, you know, if you live anywhere where there's a ton of sunlight, it will get hot. And so with this thing, it won't get as hot being this color. You know, black is just going to attract heat, but if it's unsightly to you, then I get it. Maybe even paint it body color, you know. I want to say even Eastwood makes, Sim makes interior color match where I could do it charcoal if I wanted to, and I'm going to be replacing the windshield frame, windshield and all that at some point. So I may then, whenever this is painted, I may take this off and the brackets and have them color match to the windshield, even the little windshield hold on brackets here too. Have it all color matched red just to look kind of cool. Put in the comments if you think I should do that whenever I do the windshield. But overall, I definitely like this. I like the idea of it. I love not having to drill holes in my Jeep interior to add accessories that all the new guys, all the cool guys get nowadays. And I bought this Jeep a few months ago. She's a low mileage girl, 128,000 on a 4.0 automatic. Rare 93 Wrangler 4.0 automatic. And did a 4-inch lift kit with 33-inch tires. I'll let you guys look at her. Excuse the mess on my carport. We are currently cleaning it up and getting some stuff out, but yeah. It's my YJ. Full hard doors. I got my spare. I've got to get a bumper to mount the spare. People ask me about this bumper all the time. It is a cheap eBay. These lights suck. It's not really quality steel. I'm going to replace it with an EAG. But I love these Amazon headlights here. They are awesome. They're adjustable. They shine just like a brand new car, and it infinitely fixes the YJ headlight issue. And it's plug and play. All you have to do is replace them. But yeah, got the 33-1250s on the Quadratec Tactic wheels, 15 by 10s. She sets up pretty good, so get a level shot there. I love it. I've wanted a YJ all my life, ever since I was a kid. These were the Jeeps whenever I was a kid. These were the Jeeps whenever I was a kid, and I love them. I love the looks. A lot of people give them crap for the square headlights, but this was the Jeep to have when I was a kid. Whenever I was a kid, I seen Jurassic Park, the original OG Jurassic Park in '93 when this Jeep come out, and loved YJs ever since. So glad I finally get to own one and drive it around as my secondary vehicle. So if you like this install and you want to see more stuff I do with the Jeep, like and share. You know, I don't even really care about the share. Just hit that thumbs up button. Maybe subscribe. It's up to you. But I'm glad I could help you out with this install, or just trying to find a mount. You can kind of see it there. Kind of see it there. But either way, that gives us some accessories and capabilities that the newer Jeeps get. They get all the new hot gear, and our Jeeps get overlooked. So I'm glad people like Dog Fox are changing that for us and giving us, you know, modern accessories that we need for these Jeeps, because I feel like these Jeeps will be around a lot longer than the JKs and the JLs for sure. All right, y'all, take care. Oh yeah, so if you don't have a bag, the bag that the hardware came in is awesome to put these back into and put into your dash. Excuse my dog hair in the floor. My dog loves to ride in this Jeep. But there, can put it in there in the glove box with the other important docks, and whenever our mounts come in from Amazon, we can mount them up and see how it does, which I think it's going to do great, because this sucker is sturdy and not going anywhere. You know, typical white guy thing, whenever he puts something on that he wants to be sturdy, that's not going anywhere.